Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, from build to jobs.
These are big-ticket projects that will hire a lot of local workers.
The government's infrastructure program gets another boost after the president's trip to China.
The biggest one, if I remember right, is the hydroelectric power in Pulangi, in Bukidnon.
But how does the government make sure that Filipinos are the priority?
Sinabi rin ni President Xi Jinping para sa ating Pangulong Duterte na obviously yung Filipino jobs, sila talaga yung priority naman doon.
Also, the Clark International Airport is back to normal operations after a magnitude 6.1 earthquake.
We can get back to the contractor if we find that it's substandard.
How does the Transportation Department address flight cancellations affecting thousands of passengers? Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade joins us live. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb. More than 20,000 jobs can be generated under the newly signed deals and agreements between the Philippines and China, and government officials say that Filipino workers will be prioritized. Lawmakers and labor groups are expressing concern on foreign nationals taking over jobs like construction work that can be done by Filipinos, a clear violation of our current laws. Also, a number of flight cancellations this month affecting thousands of passengers. How is the Transportation Department and airport authorities addressing the demands of airline passengers? Let's go straight to the source of the story. We have Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade. Secretary, finally, good to see you again, sir.
Magandang umaga ho.
Labor Day.
It's Labor Day, it's work day.
It's work day for some of us lang. Okay, pag-usapan po natin yung nangyari po, sir, sa Cebu Pacific. They're canceling flights. They canceled from April 28 to April 30 at muli yung second batch, sir, May 1 to May 10. What was the reason given by
Tama po yun. Ang rason ay sinabi is internal procedural concern. Okay?
Ano ho ba yun?
Ito ho yung, siyempre, tinitignan nila yung number of flying equipment, capacity of addressing the requirements of the traveling public on the ground, the maintenance program. All these things will have to be built up into that, and we say, this is our internal operating requirement. And they are saying now that in the light of their internal operating requirements, bawasan muna, panandalian ho yan, sabi nila, bawasan muna yung flights nila. At the same time, the effect is to address the inconvenience being suffered by the traveling public.
Which I completely understand because they're saying, Secretary, na maraming nagiging delay. Ayaw na nilang pahirapan pa pahirapan pa yung kanilang mga customers. So, we're gonna cancel flights for now.
Yung delay ho, hindi ho natin pwedeng sabihin yung delay dahil lang sa Cebu Pacific o dahil lang sa isang airline. Pwede rin ho yung delay dun sa operating procedures on the ground, sa airport. Kaya nga ba't, before the Holy Week, I convened all my aviation sector members and said, we have to address the punctuality on-time performance of our airlines. So that now I would like to have a daily report of the on-time performance.
OTP.
What caused the delay? Is it the airline? Is it the airport? Once we do that, we have to address it. All predicated on what? Assuring the safety, punctuality, and convenience of the riding public.
Absolutely. In fact, sir, GM Edmond Real actually told me that meron ho kasing runway sa NAIA that kinukumpuni daw, I don't remember, but it was something like 6 hours sa midnight, hanggang parang 12 midnight to 6 a.m. na shorten na yan, ginawa na lang daw 2 hours.
That's correct, ma'am. Ito ho yung kung saan nagkukumpuni tayo. Hindi ka naman pwede magkumpuni during ordinary days, ordinary hours, kundi madami maaantala yan. Right. Kaya yung nakatali yung kamay mo, magkukumpuni ka lang kung walang flying moments. So noon, sabi namin, 6 hours, ngayon ginawan 2 hours.
2 hours,
yes,
right. That's why mas maganda daw yung on-time performance ngayon. But sir, if we're talking about on-time performance, that one of the reasons Cebu Pacific is saying for the cancellation of flights, if nagkakaproblema ho sila sa OTP, Then that would be the same for the other airlines such as Philippine Airlines and AirAsia. Hindi ho ba?
Yes and no. Remember, ma'am, yung OTP is predicated not only on the airport structure or airport procedure. OTP also addresses their own internal number of operating
Yun na nga po.
carriers.
Yeah.
Kung mas marami yung airline mo, yung turnaround management mo dyan mas matindi kaysa kung ang ima-manage mo 2-3 aircraft lang.
Is the DOTR investigating the reasons stated by Cebu Pacific because of the cancellation of
Naturally
flights?
so.
Okay.
In fact, I have talked with CIB and MIA and even CAP to look into the matter. While we would like to understand, as we would like to understand, the present predicament of Cebu Pacific in relation to their internal requirement, we should equally understand our mandate of making sure that the traveling public is safe, secure, and convenient. Kailangan balansyado ho yun. So, sinisilip at sinisipat po namin yan.
Ano ho ang lumalabas, if any, dun sa initial investigation by either the CAB, the MIA, or the CAAP, sir? What have they
Doon
told
ho
you so far?
sa una, sinabi ko may investigasyon na umpisahan na. Ayaw ko ho sanang maglahad nung parte-parte na results of initial investigation. Mas gusto ko po sana, pag naglahad tayo ng resulta, yung pangkalahatan, baka mapaso o makuryente ho tayo dyan.
When, Secretary, kaya ito lalabas, yung complete findings?
Give me 10 days to 2 weeks, ma'am. Lalabas yan. Kasi sisipatin mo yung turnaround ng eroplano, yung ilang eroplanong umaandar yan, yung sinasabing procedural sa airport, yung taxiway namin, yung runway namin. Kung may pagkukulang ho kami, gagawin ho namin at kukumpunuhin namin yan.
Okay, so we're looking at what, sir? 10 days?
10 days, ma'am.
From today?
From today, ma'am.
Okay. Secretary, meron ho kasi ding lumalabas na posible na, is it strike? Meron ho ba nangyayaring strike? Meron ho bang mga pilotong nag-resign sa Cebu Pacific? Meron ho bang too many routes, too little planes? Meron ho bang plane maintenance problems? I guess those are all something that you will look into?
Yes, we are looking into that. You see, these are all issues that are very internal to Cebu Pacific. I don't like to speak, as DOTR kalihim ngayon in relation to the internal matters.
Okay.
As I said, there is an investigation or matters being looked into. Once we have finalized our findings, then ilalad ho namin yan.
Siguro what I want to find out, Secretary, is it unusual itong 13-day na cancellation? But let's be clear about this. Hindi naman kinansela lahat ng flights. Okay. We're looking at what, an average of 10 flights a day?
Yes, ma'am. More or less along that line. Alam mo, pumunta ako sa Terminal 3 nung kasama ko si Edmond Real. Maluwag ho eh. Nung nagkansela sila, nakakita kami ng kaluwagan. Of course, sa kaluwagan, may nagreklamo sa kabila. Na-cancel yung flights ko, ganyan-ganyan. But at the end of the day, I hope this will plateau. But I would like to think that we are mandated to secure the convenience and safety of the passenger. I would like to think that Cebu Pacific is also
Doing the same.
dictated all in relation to the same objective.
While we're on the topic of airports, sir, Clark Airport, after being hit by a 6.1 magnitude earthquake last Monday, after 48 hours, normal operations, kinumpuni po. What is the status there now?
It's normal operations. Again, I visited the airport and nung nakaraan, nakita ko kung paano naperwisyo at na damage. Ang nangyari ho dyan, bumaksak yung ceiling.
Right.
Yung pagbaksak ng ceiling, mga gypsum board ho yan. Lumang airport yan. So, does it mean structural? Hindi ho. Ayun ho yung konsuelo namin. Kung nagkaroon ng pagbaksak ng ceiling, basically there were no structural issue. Kaya madalian na na-repair. At meron ho mga gagawin pa yan para i-repair. Yung sa tower, wala namang
Sa tower, yeah.
walang may crack, pero sabi nila hindi structural. Pinakita nga ho sa akin may crack dito, pero makita mo hindi tagusan. that alone, on layman observation, they say, it indicates that it is not structured. Sa runway, walang problema. Sa taxiway, walang problema. Ang problema lang, yung check-in. Kaya inayos yun para magkaroon ng normal operating operations. Ma'am, sabihin ko lang ito ho yung lumang terminal. Meron ho 2 terminal ngayon dyan sa Clark. Yung luma na operating, yung bago na ginagawa.
So just to be clear, this one, sir, this one right
yung
here.
luma na
Yan pa rin
operating.
ang luma. Diyan tayo sumasakay. I rode there, sir, during the Holy Week. At yan po din yung nakita ko. So yan yung luma, may bago.
May bago na ginagawa. May perwisyo pa doon sa bagong ginagawa. Wala.
Nothing happened in the new
Nothing
one.
happened.
Yung
Wala na hong gypsum board yun. Maganda yung ceiling doon.
Kasi gypsum board nga yung nakita natin doon sa luma.
Mga gypsum board ho yung mga
Yung bago
bumagsak.
ho ba, sir, kailan ang expected completion?
Ang target ho namin dyan, yung completion niyan, mga 2020.
2020? I see.
Ngayon ho, completion namin dyan, more than 60% na eh.
I see. So gaano siya kalayo mula dito sa airport na to, yung bago? How far is it from that area? Malapit-lapit lang.
Mga 500 meters away.
Not far away, ha? So it would be, something new, and dahil nga ginagamit na ngayon ng Clark, a lot of airlines are beginning to use it.
Yes, ma'am. It will be very different. In fact, yung bagong terminal ho will be iconic. Sabihin ko lang ho, kung nagka-problema yung ceiling, wala nang problema ganun kasi hindi nagagamit ng gypsum board. Maganda yung interior design. Alam mo ba, ma'am, yung design ng bagong terminal? Kung saan ka man tumayo ron, makikita mo yung scenic beauty ng Arayat sa Casagobia Mountain. Ganun kaganda yan. It's very iconic.
Okay, we'll be taking a short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Coming up, jobs, jobs, jobs. We look at some of the opportunities available this Labor Day under the government's Build, Build, Build program. Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade will still be with us after the break. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade. Sir, the President back from China. We had Secretary Mon Lopez kahapon. There were 19 deals signed, no? Ang dami actually mula sa, when I checked, it's in the Cagayan Special Economic Zone. I guess really the question, sir, is how can we assure na ang makikinabang talaga dito ay ang mga manggagawang Pilipino at hindi ang foreign nationals?
Napakagandang katanungan ho yan, but let me speak at my point of authority and jurisdiction and point of view. Nagkaroon ho ako ng mga meeting dun sa mga kumpanyang may gagawin sa mga relays dito sa Pilipinas at may gustong gawin. I mentioned 4 working platforms upon which they can come into the Philippines and we can continue working together. First platform, partial operability. Yung mga relays ho, mahaba yan. Sabi ko, kung aantayin natin mabuo ang isang proyekto para magamit ng Pilipino, wag naman. Gumawa tayo ng pamaraan na kung saan, kung alimbawa 14 stations yan, tapos yung 4 o 5 kailangan operational, partial operability. They agreed. Ang sabi ko rin ho, makangailangan tayo ng mga manggagawa. It's providential that it's Labor Day today. Let me state that when I met with them, ang sabi ko, kailangan ang gagamitin Filipino workforce sa mga proyekto. Easily, the Chinese corporations agreed. In fact, they went beyond our conversation. Sabi ho nila, bago kami mag-umpisa ng proyekto, magkaroon na tayo ng training program, iti-train na namin yung mga Pilipino na i-hire. Para nang sa ganun, when we start the construction, the Filipino workforce will be there.
Really?
Hindi ho ba napakaganda yan? Galing ho sa kanila yung training program na yun.
Sinong silang nagsabi sa iyo nito?
Ito
sir?
ho
Who's your
yung
counterpart?
awarded contract na doon sa Southern Rail, yun sa Bicol. Ito rin ho yung mga kumpanyang interested na shortlist sa construction na kung saan ayan ang pagkakaintindi namin. Ito ho yung China Railway Design Engineering saka China Railway Construction. Ito ho yung napagkasunduhan namin. Pangatlo ho, sabi ko, okay lang na gumamit kayo mga engineer at technical people. Kasi kayo nakakaintindi ng inyong sistema at equipment. Pero pwede ba, sabi ko, ma'am, make sure magbayad kayo ng tax. Ang sabi nila, nagbabayad kami ng tax. Sabi ko, hindi ko sinasabing hindi kayo nagbabayad. Gusto ko lang may kasulatan na committed kayo magbayad ng tax.
Let's formalize that.
Let's formalize that. Ayun no, sinabi ko. Ang pang-apat na plataforma, sinabi ko, let's make it very clear. We'll award and we will pursue this project on a platform of no corruption. No commission, no facilitation fees. If you break that at any stage, I will terminate the contract. I will stop the contract. So there are platforms. All things being considered, ito ho yung magsasabi dun sa katanungan kanina, ano yung magagawa para garantiyang mapapakinabangan
ng mga Pilipino.
This is all along the line of what President Duterte always say, give the Filipino life, make the Filipino life comfortable.
That's right, sir. You know, Secretary, the thing is, it's good to hear that meron ho kayong mga panuntunan. However, are you bothered pag may nakikita ho kayong mga the influx of, let me be particular, Chinese workers na meron po nakita na construction workers na galing sa China? Well and good, sinasabi niyo po that there's an agreement. Pero meron ho kasing mga isolated incidents, katulad po nito, that those are Chinese construction workers. Bakit ho sila, yun ang tanong nakakapasok dito at nagagawa yung trabaho na kayang-kaya ng mga Pilipino?
Ang pagpasok ho sa isang bansa, gaya ng bansang Pilipinas, ang nangangasiwa po dyan, yung tinatawag natin na immigration. Kung paano ho napapasok sila dyan, silipin ho natin yung patakaran at procedure sa immigration. Ngayon ho, ang pwede ko lang masabi sa aking parte, dun sa kagawaran ng transportasyon, wala ho akong mga Chinese groups na nagtatrabaho sa mga proyekto ko.
Sec, let's, you know, there was a question asked by, we were talking about this with our team kahapon, ano. Ang tanong ho kasi, di ba, ang ating pong batas, ang pwede lamang foreign national ay yung mga trabahong hindi nagagawa ng mga Pilipino. For example, sir, sa construction, ano ho ba ang trabaho na hindi kayang gawin ng Pilipino, kaya't kailangan po tayong magdala ng, let's say, a Chinese expert?
Sa akin hong pananaw, yung actual manual construction, lahat ho kayang gawin ng Pilipino yan. Ngayon, kung merong ugma na special equipment, maalala mo ma'am, sabi ko kanina, may training.
I see.
Kasi iba naman yung gagamitin mong excavation equipment dyan. Iba naman yung gagamitin mong equipment sa riles.
So we're talking about machines that possibly Chinese workers will understand and Filipinos cannot.
Hindi naman cannot. Matututunan po. Kaya, malala mo yung kanina sinabi ko, sabi nila, i-train na natin ngayon bago mag-start yung construction. Nang sa ganon, you can have an assurance, a semblance of assurance na Filipino workforce ang gagamitin.
Okay, those were the 4 platforms that you talked about, sir. We're talking about infrastructure programs, the MRT also. Nailipat na po ang rehabilitation and maintenance ng MRT yesterday ata.
Yes, ma'am.
To Sumitomo Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. What can we expect with this? So today ang umpisa nila, sir. No?
Yes, ma'am. As we speak today, we have turnover. What can we expect? Una, in terms of headway, ang headway ho natin ngayon, 6 to 7 minutes, minsan mahaba pa. Ang habol ho namin headway dyan, 3 to 5 minutes mahaba. In terms of ridership, ang ridership ho yan, ngayon nagti-300,000 tayo. Pag nabago ho lahat yung proyekto, 650,000 ang habol ho natin daily. Okay? Yung ngayon ho, ang takbo natin, is more than 60 kilometers per hour. Ngayon ho, ang habol natin is 60 kilometers per hour. Mabilis ho yan, kaya may apekto sa headway.
I think because of the rail problems, no, the speed is like 20 to 30 kilometers per hour. Nagagawin atang 60. Madodoble yung kilometers per hour.
Yes,
what you mean, sir. Okay.
So yung turnaround, bibilis, yung ridership dadami.
Bagon. Sir,
kasama
trains.
yung bagon, babaguhin yung bagon, i-rehab yung bagon. Kasama rin ho dyan yung escalator, yung
Finally,
elevator.
Sir, promise.
Yes, ma'am. Promise. Lahat ho in 43 or 44 months. Ang rehab period niyan will be 22 to 24 months. Yung maintenance period, kasi siyempre, may maintain mo yan, mga for another 21 months. Total, suma total. Yan mga 43 months.
So siguro ang tinitingnan po natin, sir, sa Secretary, para po yung we set our expectations correct. For the first 2 years, makikita natin na bibilis ang tren,
makakaramdam
Dadami
ka
pa
ng pagbabago. Pero hindi pa buhos, buo at sulit. Pagkat mahaba ho yung maintenance and rehab period.
I see. Sir, what's the update, if any, dun sa Dalian train? Is there any update there, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Una, ang first update, alam mo yung Dalian train, ginagawa ho namin, tinetest run namin yan. Nakakumpleto na kami ng 3 na pwede nang isama sa sistema. Yung 3. Bakit kailangan may mga approvals yan? Kasi ho, yung agreement namin doon sa Sumitomo Mitsubishi, hindi kasama yung Dalian train. Kaya kinakausap namin sila kung pwede, isama na yung
What did
Dalian
they
train.
say, sir?
Pinag-uusapan ho namin, hindi ho nila sinasabing antemano 100% oo, at hindi ho naman nila sinasabing ayaw. So, pinag-uusapan. Ang guts feel ko ho dyan, papayag ho sila na magamit.
You will use moral suasion, sir. All right.
Well said, ma'am.
We'll be taking another short break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. Please stay tuned. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade. Labor Day, may jobs caravan. Meron ho tayong ipapakita that the top 10 jobs needed. Dito po. Ito, we'll look into them. Those are the top 10. So, sir, what can we expect dito sa jobs caravan?
Ang habol ho namin dito ay magkaroon ng mga 270,000 hanggang 300,000 actual job placement. It is happening now in 35 sites all over the country. Spearheaded by the Department of Labor and Employment. Interagency ho ito. Involved ho dyan, mahigit 1,000 employers na nag-participate dito. Ang habol end result niyan is magkaroon ng actual job placement 270 hanggang 300,000.
On the day itself, ha?
On the day itself.
Wow. Makakamit kaya yan, Secretary?
Kailangan ho, magkaroon tayo ng positive affirmation and positive attitude. Ako naniniwala na kung magtutugma yung requirement at yung mga nangangailangan, ma-achieve ho yan.
You know, there was a report today sa Philippine Stars, or if I'm not mistaken, there's millions of graduates coming into the workforce. Kung di po ako nagkakamali, they said something, statistics point to about 13 million. Napakarami po ng papasok po sa workforce. But that's something that needs to be discussed another time. Sir, isasama ko lang. So, the Jobs Caravan is available in 30 plus sites all over the
In
Philippines.
Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao.
31 sites po yan. And the usual, doon naman sa mga because it is Labor Day, you bring the necessary requirements na kailangan para
Opo.
magkaroon ka ng on-site application and possibly on-site approval. Pwede ka na magkatrabaho.
Pwede ho yun. Ang habol ho natin, magkaroon ng immediate direct match. Dalhin yung papeles, kwalipikado ka, at yung pangangailangan. Pag nagkaroon yan, dalhin lang lahat yung credentials, pagkaroon ng match, you will be hired on-site.
Okay, very quickly, sir, I want to talk about the airports. Just an update on that, sir. Since you sat as DOTR chief, how many airports have opened new? Meron po ba kayong pinagmamalaki na bagong airport na hindi namin alam o hindi pa namin napupuntahan na nagbukas, sir?
Una ho, lagay natin sa mga ginagawa. Yung night rated, nung nagumpisa ho kami, ang night rated niyan, mga 13, 14. After 1 year, ang night rated natin, mga 19. Ano yung night rated airports? Ito ho yung airports na kung saan, pagdating ng dapit hapon, sunset, pwede mo pa rin gamitin. Yeah. Noon, ang mga airports ho natin, pagdating na ng sunset, hindi mo na magamit. That adds to the congestion at naiya. So, habang ginagawa ho yan, nagre-repair ho tayo ng airport. Rine-repair natin yung Clark, rine-repair natin yung naiya, at tinitignan natin yung mga bagong airport na pwedeng itayo. Ngayon ho, as we speak, dalawang area ho yung tinitignan natin airport na pwedeng tayuan. Ito ho yung Bulacan, ito yung Sangli. Ano na ho yung mga naitayo? Alam ho natin, yung naitayo from ground zero on our term is yung Panglao International Airport.
I haven't been there though.
Sabi ho ng mga tao nun, imposibleng matapos yan. Yung imposible ho, sa mga nagduda, naging posible sa mga naggawa. Kaya operational yan. nabago at na-improve ho yung Cebu Airport. Okay, yung terminal. Hindi ho kami nagumpisa. Kami ho nagtapos.
and there's
Ngayon yung Ormoc.
coming soon.
Yung Ormoc, i-inaugurate ho namin yan sa May 9, na kung saan full improvements. Runway, binago. Yung terminal, binago. Yung passenger terminal, binago.
Always good to see new, refurbished, and improved airports, actually, sir. Maganda ho talaga yan. Maraming salamat kay Transportation Secretary Arthur Tugade. Sir, thank you and good luck. There's so much you still need to do sa inyong trabaho.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
Thank
you
you very much.
Thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.